And sometimes I get the question of whether it's true, whether the story that I make is real or not. And I often say that they are all semi-autobiographical. They are real and unreal, all mixed together. And that's what I love a lot about art, because it's an opportunity to, it's an opportunity to elaborate, to enhance, to emphasize, to exaggerate, and then to also record experiences. And so it's often both. And for me, it doesn't really matter whether it's real or not. Hello, my name is Pix, and I am a comics artist from Singapore. This is my book, Sweet Time. It's ready in June 2020 and is available for pre-order right now. I'm going to be showing you now some of the actual artworks that went into this book. And the actual artworks are in a variety of sizes. Most of them are made at a period of time in my life where I was making this transition from working on pencil, on paper, to moving to working with paint, because I come from a painting background, and I loved paint. I missed paint. So at that point, like in 2008, I wanted to get back to it while also still creating what I like making, which is comics. So it's this combination of painting and comics. Yeah, so I mostly work in acrylic now, but in the works that I'm going to share with you, they were made with watercolor, with gouache, and acrylic. And then there's lots of like play with materials that are available. So Sweet Time is a book that contains a selection of comics that I made from 2008 to 2017. So this is the same story that I redo it, and this was the final story. And you can see the difference. For me, I feel that these colors and the playing with text. So I love to sew, so this comic piece was sort of a tribute to textiles, the way quilts are made, sort of the flatness of it as well. A lot of the stories I felt fit within these themes of finding love, managing loneliness, this whole tension between feeling disconnected and yet seeking connection. This is Ballad, which is my personal favorite, to be honest. I think when I was making this piece, I was looking at photography, and one of the photographers that I was looking at was a guy called Ralph Eugene Meatyard, whose last name I absolutely adore. And he was photographing a lot of kids wearing masks, and I loved his photographs because they were so odd, and it made me wonder, what kind of a game they were playing before that, or there was just something so strange about it. I find myself generally very drawn to writing stories or even hearing stories by others that delves into topics such as of this nature. And I honestly think that it came from my rather dysfunctional upbringing of having parents who are physically together but emotionally very apart. And I think that gave me that lens to look at the world through, kind of a struggle as a young kid and growing up as an adult, but then it became a wealth of resources for me to tap into as an artist. that's a brief introduction to Sweet Time, and thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this, and I really, really appreciate your support for this book. Bye.